Hull City versus Manchester United. Manchester United go away to the MAK Stadium against Hull City. This is going to be an interesting match because it's an away game for Manchester United. Michael Carrick going into the Champions League after the qualification last season goes to an away match to Hull City. It's going to be an interesting match, just like the Coventry one. What is your take on that?
Well, most definitely, Hull City, another new side from the Championship to the Premier League. And against the United side, it's going to be another tough call for them. I'll be the fact they're playing at home. But I see United also getting the better of us. Remember, when we talked about this match at first, Nick, it's not just about the stadium, talking about the MAK Stadium. Yeah. It's also about the timing of that game. And I remember Nick, he said that the timing of that game, as long as it's top 30 lunchtime kickoff, is always going to be a draw. But I put it to you, Nick, it's not going to happen on this one. I see United cruising against Hull City because United have a very good squad depth, formidable players to take on the Hull City side.
Let's talk about this Manchester United midfield rebuild. They have brought Andre Santos, they have brought Yuri Tillemans, and they're also for the goal for Baleba. And if they get Baleba, is a good addition for Manchester United. Now, this midfield combo, do you also see them as another midfield, like the Arsenal midfield that can also compete this season?
Well, I can't really compare that to the Arsenal midfield. I mean, if you look at that midfield, the only person you actually recognize is Bruno Fernandes. And last season, Nick, any game that Bruno Fernandes did not play, I'm sure as a United fan, you had to be on your chest. Because Bruno Fernandes is like the key factor. He's the X factor in that midfield. Yes, you brought in your Tielemans. He's going to provide that cover in case Bruno is not around. But he's not Bruno. But Baleba is a nice one for Baleba because looking at the history of the injury history of Mason Mount and then the inconsistency of a certain Manuel Ugarte, you now say that Baleba is currently injured. So you say Baleba is a good addition. His athleticism, he's young, he's at his peak. Yes, he's a good midfield combo. But compared to that to Arsenal, they're not there yet. They're not there yet.
Let's talk about the striking options of Manchester United. Currently, Benjamin Sesko has not been in play, maybe due to injury concerns, which has allowed Michael Carrick to always use either Mbeumo or Ekuha in that striking position. Now, in this game against Hull City, do you see either Mbeumo or Ekuha going into this match as their own striking option into this game?
All right. When I saw the preseason of the games that Manchester United play, preseasons are like beginnings. They tell you an idea what the manager are going to play in the games. All right. So I see a starting Mbeumo. Mbeumo did fantastic.
He scored
fantastic goals. And he was the top scorer in the preseason for Manchester United. So I won't be surprised if a starting Mbeumo is being slotted out to play in first nine or maybe from the flanks with Kuya and then Ahmad by the right.
Now, Benjamin Sesko, I also said it in my other videos where I was saying that Benjamin Sesko needs to step up because he's allowing Mbeumo and Kuha to take other players to take over his position. And now there's a certain Marcus Rashford who is coming into this team. So he's going to compete with Benjamin Sesko in that striker position. What one word for Benjamin Sesko going into this season?
Going into the season, once he recover, I think Sesko, last season was his first season at United. And he needed time to set. Abi Define was coming from a different league to a starting United. And United with the high hierarchy, with a pedigree that United have. So coming second season, I know very well that Sesko would actually find his feet, his goal scoring feet, because last season he scored double-figure goals. He scored double-figure goals. And it's not easy for your first season at a club like United in a tough league like the Premier League. So I think this season, just give him time. He's going to settle in very fine. And maybe with patience, the goals will be coming in.
Michael Carrick qualified Manchester United to the Champions League spot. Do you see him performing another wonders this season? What is the least expectation you expect from Michael Carrick this season to be able to reach?
Top 4 finish.
Not winning the Premier League.
Not winning the Premier League. No. Just top 4 finish. Another top 4 finish. Another top 4 finish.
Let's talk about Hull City. Now, Hull City are just promoted, and their promotion came like a joke because they were sixth in the table, but they had to play promotion. They had to play a playoff, for them to now qualify and come into the Premier League. Do you see them as a threat going into this match?
Nah, Hull City, they didn't do those signings. They do those signings. I remember the only formidable signing they have is a defender. Luca Harrington. I think they signed him. He's an Australian guy. He played at the World Cup where they exited in the round of 16 thereabouts. I'm not sure now. But I think that's the only key signing. They don't have any formidable signing that you say, you look out for, you say, this person, this player will be a threat. I think, no, I don't see them going far in the league, to be honest.
In the MKM Stadium, Hull City will want to show Manchester United that they are really coming into this game and into this season, not to just come and play matches, but also to stay in the Premier League. What are your predictions for this game?
Well, my predictions is United winning.
Mm-hmm.
The stadium doesn't play the game. If the players that plays the game, not the stadium, it doesn't matter the stadium you have.
Yeah.
I've seen people go away and then they gather massive points away from home.
Yeah.
So at the
MKM Stadium,
MKM Stadium, it's just going to be a stadium for visitors to come and watch their games. But I don't see Hull City pulling the rug up the feet of a Statue United come this weekend.
your prediction?
My prediction, Hull City 0, Manchester United 4.
Wow, that is a very, very strong prediction. Manchester United 4-0, a massive. And if Makakari can be able to get in his first game of this season away 4-0, it's going to be a massive one. Guys, you have heard from KCD his own prediction. What are your own predictions for this game? Let's say it in the comment section.